let's get to Married to Medical. I was like, am I ready for the Pray Tell Pose episode? And I'm like, it's too early. I need something a little light to break me into the day. So we're going to start with Married to Medical because there's nothing lighter than Quad's non-existent plotline. So we open the episode with Toya's joy in the fact that she can drop her kids off at school and go back to being selfish and tacky. And that blue Porsche, ooh, tacky. I had to actually take care of my children. Oh, no. That's too much like work for her. She gonna say, I don't know what's going on with me and the ladies. You ain't been effing with the ladies for the past 2 seasons. That's why you brought on Lisa Nicole Cloud and that dragon heifer. Not grand, just, scaly looking. And now we have Simone and Miles. I'm not gonna say anything. There's an elephant in the room and we're all just going to act like it's not in here. I mean, if Simone's gonna hide her lesbonics. Simone said, I think Miles gonna be with us till he gets married. And good luck finding a woman to pawn him off on. Good luck. Housewives of Beverly Hills comes on Wednesday? Wow. I can't wait. Oh, Lord. Anila and Lisa Nicole are teaming up to bring us the tacky. Get Toya in on it too. I mean, if we're gonna have bad fashion, you can't exclude Toya. She's trying to bring in more money through her blogging. If you want to do that, I would suggest developing a sense of style first. But you just put on any shit somebody send you, and that's why you working with Lisa Nicole. But what does Darren Noggles have to say about all this? At least Anila's husband cares about her. Darren Noggles lets his wife bop around on a buddy pass. I forgot how bad for television Lisa Nicole is. Oh, so what was happening at the party with you and Toya? It was a natural question, but you were able to make it sound fake, forced, and hackneyed. You do have some hack-ass knees. But Anila feels bullied by Toya. Toya was just asking you to pay the bill. Were you bullied into paying full price? Is that what you were bullied into? Paying what you owed? You were bullied into picking up your own tab? That's why nobody messes with you in the subdivision, because they all like, she cheap. So she doesn't want to be bullied. That's not what friendship is about. She wasn't bullying you. She was saying people are calling me to collect your fee. That's all that is. Anila, your financial mess has spilled into your friend's lap. That ain't friendship either. But now Quad is calling Anila for what? Quad, you're a friend of the show. Barely. I don't even know how you got Anila's number. Oh, she's getting a new wig. Well, let's hope it's not another Dijonais do. So Quad's throwing a party at her rental. And Anila says, oh, I'm with Lisa right now. And you know Quad and Lisa Nicole go together like Quad and her husband. They don't. Like Kenya and her husband. They don't. Like Portia and not being a husband. They don't. But Lisa, I want to hear more about Quad's lesbian relationship. Right after you finish telling me about who Darren's been noggling. Lisa gonna say, oh Quad, we can let bygones be bygones. After you threw that water in my face and talked about my lesbian relationship, you ain't coming to my house. Quad invited Lisa Nicole. Damn, she's desperate to be back. I guess that's what happens when your paychecks pass. Because Sister Circle is in the ground, like your marriage. Contessa's practice is finally open for business. Let's hope the first thing they do is get her husband a top lip transplant. So, Contessa telling us how she keeping her edges together with plasma. Maybe that's what I need, somebody to spin my plasma, because you know my hairline going back like Sade's too. It's giving you, this is no ordinary love. But it's okay. I know you're on camera, but your eyelashes, they don't need to be this long. And now that we're looking at you laying down, it's like, oh yeah, that's too much lash. What is it about super long lashes and Atlanta? Does it like keep you cool or something? Is it like a natural fan? Because I know it's hot and humid down there. It must be like you're trying to fan yourself with those lashes. Because they're like this. I can't. So Contessa's telling Scott she needs some time to herself. She's like, I can't do the business, the kids, and the heezy. You gotta help with something. I mean, I'd say help him get a top lip and then maybe he could be more useful. I don't have time for the lazy or the lipless. And she's asking him, are you listening? Child, he ain't got a top lip, so I bet them ears don't work either. So he thought that just because they got a business together that everything was right with the marriage. Child, she trying to get her money up so when she leaves, she doesn't have to worry about you coughing up your $10,000 a month because I know you gonna be stingy. You stingy with the lip, you gonna be stingy with the money. Contessa, you and Scott aren't in a good place and you want to say it's kind of normal. You know why it's normal? Because you've been a lesbian since you got married to him. It's never been a good place. You need to put your face in the good place. Britons. He's tired of you pretending to be a heterosexual. And so am I. I agree with him on that. I may not agree with him on his lack of lip, but I agree with him on that. So she begging him to go back to therapy. You need therapy so you can come out the closet. Men aren't programmed to talk about what's wrong. That's why you ain't brought up your top lip. So Contessa said she gonna go to therapy, but he ain't gonna go to therapy, so nothing will change. What should change is your lesbonics. You're at a level 2 when you want to be at a level 8. See, what you really needed was a Simone to your Jackie, or a Jackie to your Simone. So now we're at Quad's house and she's got some sissy over attending to her. Them Atlanta sissies ain't got no pride and get up and go about themselves. They just be up under any hussy they can find. And she's giving us another Dijonay. Quad says she wants to get the carefree, footloose energy back in the group. When were y'all carefree or footloose? I mean, Quad, you might have been loose, but not footloose, not with your rhythmless self. I saw you trying to do that little dance on your birthday in that carnival outfit. The only thing that looked good was the outfit. Your dancing is the definition of herky-jerky. So Quad wants to invite Toya to show off her rental. Now, Toya may have had to scrap, struggle, and strive, but at least she got her $2 million home. But you want to show off your rental. Your rental. And also, stop bragging about, oh, I got an elevator. What you have is a waste of money and probably a tune. You don't have enough money to get that joker inspected every 6 months as it needs to be. And one day it's going to stop between floor 1 and floor 2. You're not going to have your cell phone with you and you're going to be stuck. And no one can get you out because no one lives with you because you're unmarried and alone. So I wouldn't be riding in an elevator if I was you. But that's just me with common sense. But then again, I had enough sense to not marry Stuart Little, so I have already outsmarted you. Meanwhile, across town, Simone drops by Jackie's and they're giving You and Me Must Never Part. And Simone said, we getting old because everything makes me emotional. And Simone, I agree. I will definitely agree. The older you get, the more emotional you become, if you're lucky. But now we're in Jackie's closet with this oppressively dark wood. If she had done something like maybe an oatmeal color, it would make the clothes pop more, but the closet is like Jackie herself, bony and depressing. Now, why doesn't Simone have a closet? Toya got a closet, even Heffley went and got a new closet. Jackie got a new closet. Simone, why don't you have a closet to show off Kmart's finest and the softest side of Sears? But now they talk about what's wrong with Toya. Brokenness. And I'd add a dash of lazy to that, but mostly brokenness. So Toya wants her sisters back and is showing up with a positive attitude. Let's see how long that lasts. Quad really has her season 2 promotional photo framed in her house. I mean, I wouldn't mind if she had a good picture taken of her, but really you in this 1998 Beyonce with, okay girl. I guess we all have our memory wall. So we at the party and Heffley says, we really like Anita, she cool. Her name is Anila. Child, Anila, Anita, Annette. She better get Annette to get a plot line. So now Toya and Nobody Carries arrives. So Toya came in and didn't say hi to Quad or Anila. I wouldn't either if I was forced to be there. Like, I don't care if it's your house. I ain't got to say hi to you. This is a set. Also, Carrie trying to be nice to Quad. And she said, I have an investment property like this, but we don't have an elevator. She said, it's a $30,000 difference. So she's putting the ladies in groups of 4 for the dance-off. Simone said, why we gotta come up with the dance? Can't we just do the electric slide? Ba, 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 ba. I mean, I guess we can with you and your wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. Oh, Lord, Lisa Nicole Cloud. That is the same dress that Andy was wearing on Sisters. Girl. And the top of it looked just as cheap. So Quad trying to get the girls to twerk. And I don't think it's gonna work. So Team A is doing the snake, and they look bitten. Oh, Quad said they belong on American Bandstand, not Soul Train. And I'll tell you, that Soul Train was off the track, much like your weave, off track. So Team A ends up taking it home because Team B was even more rhythmless, and that took some doing. So now we all in Quad's boudoir on the sleep number that she stole when she left Stuart Little. I wouldn't want a mattress I shared with a rodent. So Toya is drunk and on one. She tells Jackie before everybody even get up there, you're always in your own world. It might work for you, but it don't work for this group. So Simone asks Toya, why you always grumpy? Quad gonna say, well, I'm happy everybody's here, even Carrie, even though I didn't invite you, girl. She said, well, I'm here to support Toya because she hasn't felt supported from some of the ladies. Girl, you don't feel support from the bank. You're broke and you're angry. So Heffley gonna say, well, you know, Quad, Toya's been talking about everybody's house, including yours, and I'm sorry that happened. Oh, Heffley said she said it was little and some bullshit. That's what she said. And I could see Toya saying it. I could hear it. I could hear her saying it in her empty home. Oh, Heffley talk about what Toya said on Cecil's Instagram Live. So Toya tells Heffley, mind her business. Then Heffley starts screaming. Somebody need to pop Heffley in the mouth. One good time, because she get too buck for me. I want to see Toya just haul off. I know Heffley ain't saying you're horrible. Then what are you, Heffley? What are you? Other than a piece of shit. Now Quad getting bucked. Is it a bullshit apartment? It's a rental, boo. You're a divorcee in a rental, but the cars parked in your garage are worth more than the home you're staying in. And I'm sorry, 4 floors, that's bullshit to me. I don't want to be huffing and puffing up and down stairs, and I don't want to be trapped in the elevator when it conks out and ain't nobody home. Because think about it, then they got to break your door down to get to you. That's coming out your security deposit because it's a rental. I've been nothing but a friend to you. Wait, how have you been nothing but a friend to her when you haven't even been to her new abode? So Toya decides to leave because the girls really did jump on her. That interview was old as Methuselah. Like Heffley. Now Heffley gonna say, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Then why did you need to bring it up? Quad, why do you care what Toya thinks? You didn't care what your husband thought when you lied to him about having a child. You didn't care about that. So why do you care about Toya's thoughts? If you want to say, I live in a bullshit apartment, honey, go right ahead. Don't affect ne'er wall. Quad screaming, she's faker than a mannequin. Like your hair? How is a mannequin fake? A mannequin is just there to show you what clothes look like on a body. Oh God, they brought Kim Fields on Watch What Happens Live. I don't ever want to see her again after the stunt she pulled. And honey, if you're gonna wear something that low cut, you need a bra. That is not the look. Stand in the corner and pose because you're a mannequin. What sissy did you steal that from, Quadrella? Back with all the girls, they're like, why can't Toya just apologize? Well, you could tell she ain't in the mood to apologize to you, and Quad, you're a friend of the show, so are you worth an apology? Oh God, now Contessa's going to check on Toya. Oh, but downstairs with Toya, Toya said that bitch, Heavenly. And she is the one who started it, amped it up, and then I ain't got nothing to do with it. And then when Heffley gets upset, then Quad and her dramatics come out. All Toya said, I'm sick of Jackie sitting back and not partaking. She could have stopped the foolishness. She could have spoken up and spoken out. Yeah, Jackie's never there when push comes to shove. Ask Simone. And Toya said, and why is Anila here? She's supposed to be my friend. So we back with the girls and Simone tells Quad, okay, you can talk to me, but no pointing and no yelling. Why would I do that? She said, well, you just did with Toya. But you need to stop letting Hefferly gas you up to get mad. And then Hefferly gonna say, I'm not gassing anything. Oh, Simone said, wait, you spent the last year talking about how unsisterly we were. Simone said, we ain't gonna be able to mend friendships if we don't listen. But there wasn't anything to talk about. Like, that should have been a side conversation with just Quad and Toya. Like, girl, I heard what you said about my house. Oh, you know I was drunk and I didn't mean it. And they could have moved on. But with Hefferly there stirring the pot with her yitka underbite, you're never gonna get anything accomplished. And Jackie ain't helping nobody.